right. Hello, everybody. So, today we've got a pretty cool review. We are doing the Whisky Boys. Sorry, let me get this focused in. The Whisky Boys Still Austin Cask Strength Private Barrel. So, just to kind of give you a little information about why I have this. So, Anthony and Jeremiah, Mike and I, all four of us have been friends since about 2020. The Whisky Boys started their page like within a week of when we started our page. And they've always been amazing to us, and like we've always been open books to each other as far as like, you know, they just started doing long format on YouTube. We've been doing that a little bit longer than them, so we give them advice on that. They've been extremely successful on Instagram, and they give Mike and I tips all the time as far as like how to boost our page, little tips and tricks, how to get some extra views and clicks and whatnot. So, they actually came over to my house where we shoot our podcast right here on YouTube. As you can see, you probably recognize the background. And they did something called, it's their new segment. Like I said, like Mike and I were the first episode on their new segment called My Whiskey Collection. So it's basically kind of like this like MTV Cribs version of people with massive whiskey collections or eclectic whiskey collections, something, unique to what the norm would be. So obviously here we have, like, you'll see the episode. I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm excited to see it, as all of you guys are. But here you've got about 300 and some odd bottles of literally everything you could probably think of in a bunch of weird shit. But so that being said, look out for the Whisky Boys new episode of My Whiskey Collection featuring me. Unfortunately, Mike couldn't be on the episode, but Mike has definitely mentioned several times, and you get to know a little bit more about me and my background and kind of my life, and get to see where we film everything here. So let's get into the review. So yeah, Still Austin. First bottle of Still Austin I've ever owned. Mike's ever owned. So it's new to the collection. I tried it that day. We didn't really review it that day just because, it wasn't what we were trying to do. But we did drink it that day, and now I want to actually do a review on it. So cheers, everybody, and shout out again. Thank you to the Whisky Boys for coming out. Mike and I truly appreciate it, and we had such a good time. It was awesome. So cheers. So on the nose, you definitely get that really musty, dense, like the Texas whiskey bourbon nose. You get some really nice, delicate fruit tones, but like I said, with Texas whiskey, they are a little richer and a little more dense just because of the humidity they have in that state. So, love the nose. Really nice, subtle fruit tones, and it's exactly what I would expect and want out of like a Texas bourbon. I'm trying to get this into focus. Jesus. Yeah, really good. You actually have like this really nice oaty kind of note too, a little grainy. Oh, man, that's good. It's like, okay, this is a really cool bottle. And it's opened up since, because the neck pour is always the roughest part. We're past the neck pour, so I really want to drink it now. It is like raspberries and jalapeno peppers. That's cool. That's a cool palate. I really like that. And it's actually very light, because what's the proof on this thing? 116? You would never know it. You would never know this is 116. Really excellent. It's an excellent bottle. They did an awesome job with this pick. And like we do have one of their other bottles here. They did a Heaven's Door pick a few years back. And I think this is definitely better. I gave that an 8.8. And this has to be more than that. So I'm going with a 9.1 on their barrel pick here. This is one of the coolest whiskeys I've had all year. We're early into the year, but still, like I said, if you have a chance to get this, grab one. It is really fun. So congratulations to the can't talk. Congratulations to the Whisky Boys and all their success. And again, thank you for coming out and all the success with this barrel pick. It's really good. Everybody cheers and enjoy your weekend.